do a oldie but a goodie up in here. Fantastic little blues bass line, really fun, kind of upbeat for a blues song. This is going to be Howlin' Wolf with Killin' Floor. Very, very cool. You're going to love this. It's going to be fun for you to play, and you're totally going to dig this. You're going to get it quick. Anyway, I am Finbar of Finbar Bass. All right, so if you haven't clicked on the link right down there in the YouTube text box, one of those links is going to bring you to some lessons that aren't on YouTube at all. You can only get it by clicking that link right down there. There's a beginner lesson, a intermediate lesson, advanced lesson, so somebody for everybody. So if you haven't clicked on that, click on that. Also down there, there is a link that'll send you over to my Epic Beginner Bass DVD set that I'm really excited about. That's all complete. It's up there. It's good. So if you're very much a beginner on the bass, you're going to love it. If you've been playing for a while, there's some great stuff in there for you too. So definitely check those out. All right, this is a typical 12-bar blues type song, and I'm going to show you why that is. So I'm just going to show you the pattern, and then it's just one pattern that you do with your hands, and then you're just going to move it to 3 different places on the neck, right? Which is not atypical of blues. Very, very standard right up in here, what I'm going to show you. So you're going to start on this 5th fret of the E string. You're going to hit it twice, all right? Then you're going to hit this note right here, the 4th fret of the A string. You're going to hit that twice. I'll do it slow. Right, and right here you're going to hit the 5th fret, so you're going to kind of grow up chromatically here. This is definitely a chromatic pattern. To the 5th fret, and you're going to hit it 3 times. That's the typical thing that they do. You can hit it 4 times or more for variation if you want to make it a little faster, but and then you're just going to go half step over to the 6th fret and then to the 7th fret. Right? Very simple. So I'll do it slow. Right? And you're doing that. That's in this song, that's 1 measure or 1 bar, right? And you're going to do that 4 times. Right? Then you're just going to, it's so simple, you're just going to take that same pattern and move it up to the A string. So instead of starting on the E string, you're going to move that way, whoop, whoop, just move it right back down to the A string. Right? And that's a very, very common movement. It's called going from the 1 chord to the 4 chord right here. You'll see that a lot in blues, that movement, right? It's, like I said, standard 12 bars. And you're going to do that for 2 measures. Right? So 2 of the patterns, 2 measures or 2 bars. And then you're going to go back to the E string. And you're going to do that twice. Right? Then the cool part is you're going to move up to the 7th fret. Right? Over here, the 7th fret of the A string. But you're only going to do that 1 time. Just 1 pattern of that. That's where you're starting on the 7th fret of the A string. Then you're going to move it down, right? So you're going to take it right where it is. You're going to move it down a whole step. So you're going to start with the 5th fret of the A string again. Just for 1 time, 1 measure, right? Or 1 bar, as they say. Then you're going to go back down and start on the E string again, right? And then you're going to do what's called a turnaround, which just means that you're doing something right at the end to get you into the beginning again, to get you started again. You can do something like, or, you're basically on the 5th fret here, where we started on the E string, and then you're going to go up to the 7th fret, right here. This, I was going to say 5 chord, but the 7th fret of the A string. Right? So again, we're going to start when we're on the E string, we're going to do it 4 times. A string twice, back to the E string twice, right? Then we're going to do once on the 7th fret of the A. Then we're going to go back to the 5th fret of the A for once, 5th fret of the E once, and then we're going to go 1 time. So if you add that all together, that's actually 12. You got 4 plus 2 plus 2, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's why it's called 12-bar blues, because it has 12 measures in it. 2 here. 2 here. 1, 1, 1. And that was 1 on that very last one right there. All right, thank you so much for listening and for watching and for commenting on my channel and all that kind of good stuff. Don't forget to click in the YouTube text box right down there to get those lessons if you haven't yet, and subscribe. You can always subscribe to Finbar Bass. That's my bass channel, so that way you'll know when all this good stuff's coming out. And check out my Epic Beginner Bass Set 5 DVD course right down there in the YouTube text box. Click on that. That'll go right over into Amazon, and you can check out the reviews and get that if you want. Other than that, have fun with it, yo. Here is a Metallica-esque run for y'all, for all you metalheads out there, and for everybody else. It actually sounds really fast, like I'm going all over the place, but it's really not that bad. All it is just, you know, a little repetition, and you will absolutely get it, no problem. I am Finbar of Finbar Bass. All right, so what are those lessons all about down there when you click in the YouTube text box right down there? You should definitely do that if you haven't already. There are some really fun lessons for beginners on there. There's one for intermediate, for more advanced players. For instance, there's a lesson on the floating thumb technique, right? Which is a cool right hand, or actually a plucking hand technique, I should say. If you're lefty, it'll be your left hand, righty, it'll probably be your right hand. But it's a way to mute the strings out, to keep your hand in a natural position. It's the way that I play bass. I love it a lot. It's not the only way, of course, but these tips and tricks can kind of catapult you sort of like into the next level, make your playing sound more professional, and make those notes really ring out. It's helped a lot of people out, and that's just one of the lessons, you know, that's just an example. But it's basically, again, about, you know, having fun, getting better on the bass, and playing some music. All right, so what is going on up in here? You're going to start on this E note right here, the 2nd fret of the D string, and then you're going to go to the 3rd fret, and then back to the 2nd fret. Just like that. And then you're going to go down to the 5th fret of the A string. So you're on the D string before, now you're on the A string, so slowly. All right. Then you're going to do a little bit of a stretch here. You're going to go from that 5th fret of the A string to the 2nd fret of the A, right? Then you're going to go to the 5th fret of the E, 3rd fret of the E, right? And then open. And that's pretty much it. So if I do that slowly. Just like that. That's the next part. So you got, then you're going to be on this 1st fret of the E, right? 2nd fret, I'm sorry, 3rd fret of the E. So you got 1st fret of the E, then 3rd fret, then slide to the 5th fret. So you got, so I'll just do the whole thing slow. Then you're on the 3rd fret of the A, and then 5th fret of the A. And then 3rd fret of the D string. And that's the whole dealio, so show it to you one more time. Now if you want to, just hit that first fret of the E string, hammer on to the third, and then slide to the fifth. All right, so you get that woo sound. Right, and then you can even hammer on from the third to the fifth of the A string. Right, just like that. So you got... hammer on. So what I'm doing there, that's the same as what we did up here. You do the same exact pattern, except you're going to start, instead of starting on that E note there, you're going to start on the 5th fret of the D string. Right, just like we did. You're going to do, oops, just like that. Then you kind of, you repeat the first part of it, 5th fret, 6th fret, back to the 5th fret of the D, and then you just go down to there, right? And then you go, so first part, next part, 5th, 6th, 5th, then you're going to go to the 8th fret of the A string, and then hit that 5th fret of the A string twice. And then here you go. So you're going to be on the 3rd fret of the E, 5th fret of the E, and the 6th fret of the E. 3rd, 5th, and 6th. Slide that up to the 8th. Then you're going to do a hammer on between the 6th fret and the 8th fret of the A. And then hit that 6th fret of the D. Right? So the whole thing all together. Alright, you got it, yo. Rad metal riff for y'all. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, click down at the bottom there on the YouTube text box if you haven't done that already. Get those sweet videos. Other than that, thank you so much for listening, commenting, and all that good stuff. And have fun with it, yo.